What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe now, and please don't forget to hit that like button after the video. It helps the channel out and I would really appreciate it. Alright guys, today we have a new unboxing. It is a third-party company. It is from 108 Toys and it is none other than Darkseid. And I'm gonna tell you that this box is pretty big, so it didn't fit in my light box. So what I did is I took pictures of the box while I rotated it. Okay, so let me show you the box. On this front cover, you can see Darkseid. He's standing in front of something, but it's kind of reddish. And it does say 108 Toys Darkseid 1/6 scale collectible 108 Toys. Alright, so let me show you now the back of the box. Alright, once again we have Darkseid, but this time he's standing, but it's still faded into the black and red. And mind you, this is just the sleeve, so this is the cover of the box. So once I lift this up, we're going to see two more pictures from the front and the back of the box. So let me pull off this sleeve and show you guys now what's underneath this. And here we have the front cover of the box underneath the sleeve, and this cover looks freaking badass. I love it. It has Darkseid on the front cover. You can see him standing there with his arms behind his back. That's his trademark pose. The crazy thing about when he poses like this, he actually fights like that. That's a badass dude. Okay, so now let's take a look at the back of this box. Okay, so once again we have Darkseid on the front cover, but this time he's shooting out those laser beams he shoots out from his eyes. But you don't really see him standing, but you see him again posing in the same way with his arms behind his back. I really hope Darkseid looks just like what I'm seeing on the front cover of this box. So without further ado, let's do that now. Let's take him out the box. Okay, so here we have Darkseid and we have an extra head sculpt. He does come with 4 different hand gestures and he does come with his weapon, which is his spear. Now you can see the head sculpture that comes on the body already is the head sculpture that has the flaring up when he's ready to shoot the laser beams. It really looks good. I mean, I'm looking at it in person and yeah, I'm pretty impressed here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pull out the figure, all his accessories, and we're gonna take a look at everything. Okay, so here we have the 4 different hand gestures he comes with. This is an open palm. You see all the detail in the back of his hand, his nails. This is a grab your weapon hand. This is a closed fist. And again, this hand is to hold the weapon. So these hands are very detailed. They have a bunch of veins going through them. Maybe what they could have done is maybe make the fingernails a little bit dirty, but it doesn't matter. I could do that myself. And here we have his spear. I mean, this looks bad. Look at the blood stains on the top of this. Look at that. Very nicely detailed. Now, if we work our way down here, this is the other end of the spear. This looks phenomenal. I love the way this looks. They did a great job with this. And here we have the second head sculpture. And what's cool about this second head sculpture is that it comes with the flaring orangey things that come out of his eyes before he shoots the lasers. And a very highly detailed forehead. All around his face you can see all the detail. Look at his teeth. It's really well detailed. And look at the armor. The armor has a lot of weathering. Now, you see this over here, this has an off and on switch. It does have a light feature in here, so you can see the light turned on here, right? But if I show you from here, you can't see it, and that's horrible. Even if I turn off the light, you can't see it. Alright, let me turn this off. It's really highly detailed. I just love the way this looks, man. A lot of detail on this. Okay, so here we have Darkseid, the complete figure, and as you can see, his eyes did not look like this when it first came out of the box. I did this to his eyes, and I can definitely tell you it looks so much better, but I still gotta work on the detail in the eyes, so this is just for now, but it definitely is an improvement. Look at his forehead. Look at all the detail on his forehead. The face is very highly detailed. You can see all the wrinkles. He just looks mean. His armor is weathered all over. Let me turn him around, and as you can see, the back of his armor is, look at this, all weathered, all nicely weathered, man. Looks like he has scales all over his armor. I mean, this armor is so freaking highly detailed. Oh man, these things right here, these forearm armor pieces, they suck. I hate these things. They just completely suck. They always fall off. Alright, so let's turn him back to the front. Look at that. Look at his armor on the front, man. Wow. Now, I wanted to show you guys this. You see the skin right here, the texture? It does have a little bit of yellowish. I don't know if in the movie he had it like that. But if you guys know, let me know in the comment section below, because I don't remember him having a little bit of yellow on his skin. Now, check out his legs. They're a little bit flimsy. They're a little bit loose. You can see, like, it just moves a little bit too loose. But look at the armor pieces on his foot, on his leg. Very, very nicely detailed. I may just have to tighten up the joints in his legs because they're a little bit loose, and it's a big figure, so I don't want him to crash down on my table every time I pose him, so I'm gonna have to do that.
I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for anti-life, looking for those who robbed me of my glory. I will stride across their bones and bask in the glow of anti-life, and all of existence shall be mine.
Whoops, sorry guys. One thing I forgot to tell you is that you can remove the armor, so let me show you. Let me remove the front part. As you can see, it does come with some magnets, but the magnets aren't good. They're pretty weak, but the armor isn't heavy either, so it doesn't matter. It still attaches. Okay, so let me remove the back part. Hold on, I gotta take this off. And there we go. And as you can see, Darkseid does have that indent in his chest. The body does look cool. And you can see all the yellowish tones I told you about all over his body. Like I said, if you guys know that he did have that in the movie, please let me know in the comment section below. And here above his shoulder, on his right side, he does have a cut. Now here on the armor, you can see it has a little cut also. So you probably wouldn't have seen that if the armor was on. But now you know he does have a cut there. He probably had it in the movie as well. I just don't remember. So let me try to put this armor back on him before I pose him on a 360. Alright, well, I'm just going to pose him up in a few poses. So let's take a look at that. Alright guys, so we finally made it to the end of the video, and this is where I give you my rating from 1 through 10 for the figure. Now, if you guys want to participate in rating the figure, leave it in the comment section below. Rate the figure from 1 through 10. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like about the figure. So here's my rating for the figure. I'm gonna give it an 8. Now here's the reason why I give it an 8. Now the problem that I'm having with the figure so much is the forearm armored pieces. Those things fall off so easily, they're very frustrating. Now I'm pretty sure that this body was made from scratch, brand new. I don't think this was a recast. This body is definitely a Darkseid body. That's why I can't really picture this being a recast of another figure's body. It's just impossible. This is definitely a Darkseid body. It has his muscle mass, it has pretty much everything that Darkseid has. So this is definitely a new body, and this is why they should have added those magnetics inside the forearms and inside the armor, so you could just easily snap it on and snap it back off. And these stupid things, man, they're just so freaking annoying. Every time I put his arms behind his back, those freaking things just kept falling off. All the time. Every time I took his arms back apart, it kept falling off. I had to literally fold those armor pieces inwards so it could actually hold on to the forearms a little bit tighter, but even doing that didn't help. They would still fall off. Now the other problem that I had with the figure is his freaking legs. His legs were kind of loose, so this is a big figure, so those legs have to hold the weight up. So there was times where the figure would just be standing and all of a sudden, whoop, falls over. Now, I did hear a lot of people complaining about the same issue about the legs, but mine wasn't as bad as those people that were complaining. Maybe it's the figures that some of the people specifically had. Mine wasn't super bad, but it did have its moments, so that's also a thing that they should have kind of like, I don't know, they could have tightened up the joints a little bit better to make it stronger so it could actually hold the weight up. But it wasn't as frustrating as those stupid forearm armored pieces. I hate those things. Honestly, I don't see myself taking off this armor off of Darkseid. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue those pieces onto his forearms because those things would constantly fall off. Now the third issue I had with the figure, which is a very minor thing, it's not really a big deal, but the second head sculpt, they had the little light feature inside the eyes, and the eyes didn't really bright up at all. They were very dim. I don't know if it's because of the batteries, but they're very low. Like you could barely see the light coming out of it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go buy some new batteries and install them, and hopefully that will brighten it up, because I don't know, maybe it's the batteries, I don't know, but let's hope that's what it is. It's the batteries. Now the fourth issue, again, it's a very small issue, but it's his first head sculpt. We're so used to seeing Darkseid with very bright red, yellowish eyes. Like his eyes were burning red, burning orange. Like he just looked evil. And this head sculpt, his eyes were very white and it had a little bit of yellowish in there, but it didn't really stand out. Once I colored his eyes red and yellow and I blended it in looking like it's fire, it brightened up his features on his face. I mean, first off, his features on the face, like it's very detailed, but because of his very light eyes, you could barely see the features on his face. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention is that the color of his armor is almost identical as the color of his skin. I don't have a problem with the armor. They did a great job with it. It's nicely detailed, it's weathered, but they could have colored the armor like he had in the movie, that bluish, purplish color. But most likely what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my airbrush and I'm going to do it myself, and I'll post up the pictures of that on my Instagram, Facebook. If you guys are following me there, you'll see it there. Maybe I'll make a small video and upload it here on my YouTube channel. We'll see where I post it, but definitely it will help the figure stand out even more. Alright guys, thank you for stopping by and checking out this unboxing. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe now. And please don't forget to hit that like button after the video. It helps the channel out and I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next unboxing. Peace.